I made a deck themed around Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, the movies where Johnny Depp is a pirate in the Caribbean. And you're wondering, why am I making this deck and or YouTube video? Well, you see, I'm very easily bribed. The lovely guys, it's Corky, paid me 10 whole American dollars pre-tax to do a Pirates of the Caribbean deck, and I will deliver. Leave your suggestions in the comments down below. And if you like my content, hey, let me turn the little thing around like I'm a barista. Just kidding. You can also leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I make Magic the Gathering content that I hope you will enjoy. So, Pirates, where to start? Well, our story begins in the Caribbean, where there's a little port town run industriously by the British. Especially, his name is Beckett, and so is the card. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Anyway, Will Turner is hanging out with Elizabeth Swann, and he's got the hubba hubbas for her, and she's got the awoogas for him, and they're sweet. And she goes swimming, accidentally taking a swan dive into the water with a little magic pirate amulet thing that sends out a little beacon to all the other pirates. So then they get their entire town wrecked to absolute smithereens. And while she's hiding in a closet, she gets taken hostage. Hello, puppet. Type beat. She's gone. Later. And so Will Turner is upset. He teams up with none other than Jack Sparrow. Get it? He's a bird and a pirate. Jack Sparrow. Sparrow's a bird. Awesome. And they steal a ship. Very cool. And they go after her on a little race. And they're trying to catch up. So our homeboy Elizabeth Swann is hanging out with the captain of the bad ship, the Black Pearl. He is Captain Barbossa, and he's got a little monkey. Very cool. She stabs him in the chest. Not the monkey, but him. I understand how that might have been a little confusing. Stabs Barbossa in the chest. Big reveal, he's actually a skeleton man. What? Where did that come from? Oh, wait, so was the entire crew. What? They took cursed Aztec gold. Awesome. Pirate ship versus skeleton ship is about to go down. Pew, 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 pew. They're shooting at each other. Big climax in the hidden cave. Jack Sparrow opens the treasure chest that has all the Aztec gold. He takes one, and then he fights, and then he puts it back. And then while he's fighting, the ghost skeleton guy that he's fighting turns back into human because the curse is broken. And then Jack Sparrow shoots him in the head. So then he actually does die for real this time, and that's the end of the movie. Very good. Now we move on to the second movie. The Kraken is causing all kinds of mischief on behalf of Davy Jones, like wrecking a whole bunch of ships. It's awesome. Davy Jones, by the way, is this like eldritch shepherd for the damned and stuff like that, but he has lost his purpose. Very cool. So Jack Sparrow teams up with Will Turner and also Elizabeth Swann to go after his magic chest that has his living, actual beating heart inside of it. Yeah, that's metal as hell. And of course, obviously, the British want it for British reasons, whatever. So they use Jack Sparrow's magic compass to go find the magic island where his chest is buried. They fight on top of a wheel, a spinning wheel. They have a sword fight on top of. It is freaking awesome. And Jack Sparrow ends up getting eaten by the Kraken. The end. Very good. Oh, wait, end credit scene. Yeah, you remember that guy who he killed last time? Yeah, he's back and he's alive, which is important because he gets the whole gang back together. Will Turner, Elizabeth Swann, and they go to Singapore. All right, that's the closest thing I could find to Singapore in magic. And they steal a magic map. It's not really magic, but it's the sort of mystical map, whatever. They use the mystical map and a boat to flip upside down and show right back up to where they need to be, Davy Jones's locker, where Jack Sparrow is just hanging out losing his mind. Very cool. And at the meantime, the British have Davy Jones by the balls, and by that I mean his heart. It'd be a lot more horrifying if his balls were in the chest. Whatever. They've got him doing all kinds of stuff with his skeleton ship. And by skeleton ship, I really mean like fish people ship. He's got a lot of like freaks on board. It's still really cool though. And yeah, it's awesome. So, you know, the whole gang is there. They got Jack Sparrow and they needed him to do this ritual where they free Calypso and make her a god again. Very important because then she makes this big ass storm and it's really cool. It's like a typhoon, like a whirlpool. And now the ships are fighting. That's right. Round 2 of pirate ship versus skeleton ship. Parentheses, fish type skeleton ship. Anyway, whatever. Immortal versus mortal. You know what I'm talking about. Big climax. Our boy Will Turner gets stabbed in the jugular chest. And at this moment, Jack Sparrow has a heart-to-heart with himself and uses his hand and Will Turner's hand to stab the heart. So then Will Turner lives. Davy Jones, he dies. He's dead. And the British are no longer unsinkable. They very much sink and they explode and it's awesome and they die. Very cool. Sad part is Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann, now married, have to split up because of the curse. And we leave with Jack Sparrow sailing off into the sunset on a tiny little ship with the map. The end. Except there's actually 2 more goddamn movies that I'm going to go over in like 3 words. All right, first up, on Stranger Tides, there's a hot mermaid, the Fountain of Youth, and there's a spooky cool ship controlled by a sword. That's the coolest part. I'll be honest, that's all you need to know. The end of that movie. Then there's the Dead Men Tell No Tales. There's a magic compass that's cursed to have ghosts in a rock, whatever. Watch the movie. And they break the magic trident, breaking all the curses forever. The end. Yeah, our story ends there. About goddamn time. But our deck begins here. Welcome to the actual video. Our commander is Edward Kenway, the best pirate vehicle commander out right now. I know it's a very cheap pull, but it's really good. You just make so much treasure. It's awesome. You could or swap it out with any of the British commanders, Admiral Brass or Admiral Beckett Brass, if you're using their Christian name. They're pirate commanders. Any of them work. You can rotate them out for some extra fun or flavor. Very cool. Our game plan for the deck is very simple. We want pirates, we want treasure, and we want to win. So let's meet the pirates. Corsair Captain gives our pirates +1/+1. Forerunner of the Coalition tutors up a pirate, and when pirates enter the battlefield, each opponent loses life. Very good. Skeleton Crew gives our pirates +1/+1 and gives us free skeletons, and he can return himself from the graveyard. Wow, that's a lot of good stuff he can do. Our Admiral Beckett Brass gives our pirates +1/+1, and we can just steal stuff if we did damage with pirates. Our cool ship gives our pirates +1/+0 and makes our opponents discard cards. Very good. Very nice. Now, I do need to make a quick phone call to Bruno Mars because it's time for treasure. You see what I did there? Anyway, he's familiar, isn't he? He enters the battlefield and makes a treasure token. This sailor enters with some means of making treasure tokens. Greedy Freebooter dies and makes treasure. Pitiless Plunderer sees other stuff dies and makes a treasure. This guy kills guys to make treasure tokens. And this guy just makes treasure tokens for way more mana than you should ever do unless you want him to be really big for some reason. And Ramirez enters, we lose a little life, we make some treasure, it's really cool. And of course, treasure chest, we roll diamond hands, always make 5 treasures. Very cool, very nice. All right, so we've got Revel in Riches as our win condition. It's very good. We win if we have 10 or more treasures, and that will always happen because we are the best. Now, if they want to kill us, they can't. We have Davy Jones's heart. Sucks to suck, nerd. And if they do remove the Revel in Riches, we can just take whatever commander we are rocking with and give them some cool pirate stuff like a pirate hat and a pirate cutlass and let them just go to town. All right, who cares? We got commander damage. We got a bunch of unblockable pirates that are swinging in with Island Walk, or we got Krakens. It's awesome. It's cool. This deck is very fun and thematic and flavorful. And unfortunately, that is the end of the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you subscribe, subscribe. And if you want to hang out with me and some other people, join the Discord. It's in the comments down below in the little description box. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.